Alright, we're still working on the paws here. Let's go ahead and round those off. All you're doing is taking the edge off. Alright. Same thing over here. I'm going to start bringing this in from the sides here. God, that really needs to come in quite a ways. What you want to do is just cut around there and just keep going. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to cut it out a little bit more. A lot of it's just digging out underneath, behind and underneath that ear where you can. All right. Okay, now I'm going to round off the ears a little bit. Just going to take that hard corner off. All right. Now, what I'm going to do in the back here is give them a little tail. So this is what we're going to do. Just a little stubby tail for the puppy that he is. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to round this off on the back. All right. And we're going to round it off to the foot. Just take that hard edge off. And same thing over here. All right. And then we're going to just follow this out with our knife straight in like we normally do. Okay. Bring this right down around like so. We're going to just run alongside that. Same thing over here. Just pop that out. There you go. I'm going to take a little more off at the top here. All right, now in here is where I need to dig more out. So I'm going to go around that foot, the two front paws there. Take out a little more underneath here for another stop cut. And I'm just going to dig out a little bit more. And I'm going to try to proportion the body a little bit, go around and chop a little more off. Now, he has a little bit of a hip, so we'll put the hip right from here, right almost to the where his foot starts here, and we're going to just put a little bit of a hip here. Okay, just like so. Or the middle of the foot is okay too. Now what I do here is I usually use my parting tool. You can use the knife and put a stop cut in, but I find it's always easier to use this parting tool just to give me a guide where to go. If it doesn't look right, I can always, it's thick enough that if I don't like it, I can always change it a little bit, meaning thickness that I didn't go down too far where I can't, if I make a mistake, I can't change it. Okay, so that's, let me take it back here for a second. All right, now picked up the wrong knife. Let's go back to the original knife. These are Murphy knives. I really like them. This is what I use when I teach, and I find most people enjoy the Murphy knife. You can do a lot of detail because of the size of the point on it, as you can see, and it really works out very, very, very well. The stuff I have around it looks horrible, I know. It's just that thumb guard. It's kind of sticky, so it has a nice grip to it when you wrap it. But it is such a nice knife. So if you're interested in a knife like this, let me know. If you're in the U.S., they did go up a little bit in price. I get it from my local guy. I'm not into selling tools, but if you need a beginner set or something, let me know. I can either get you hooked up with Don, or I can have it here to sell for you. You know, that we can ship it off to you. I think these dogs are has a cute factor to it, so it just was by accident. I was goofing around a couple weeks ago with it and thought, you know, I need to get some kind of animals instead of always the caricatures, and I thought this would work out well. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to just start scooping up where I made that mark for the hip. Okay, just like so. There you go. That's what I want. And what I'm doing is I'm just scooping it. Remember, you have to go with the grain. It won't work going the opposite way because the grain is running this way, but the cut is going against it. So if you try to go this way, see how I'm dragging it? It won't work. It's best to go with the grain. If you feel it tug, you always turn it around. Turn your blade around, turn your carving around. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of cut this off a little bit. I'm just redefining my lines all the time. That's what I do. I redefine lines all the time. And, you know, I go back and I shave things off a little bit. And so I'm taking care of this. I'll be right back.